You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome, everyone, and happy Tech Tuesdays. Today, we're diving into some pretty surprising shifts and bold plays happening right now in tech.
Absolutely. Lots happening.
Yeah, from boardroom battles to, really cutting-edge science. What insights are hiding behind those headlines?
That's the key, isn't it? Getting past the headline to the why and maybe connecting some dots for you along the way.
Okay, let's start with something that made my jaw drop. Perplexity, an AI startup, putting in a $34.5 billion offer for Google Chrome.
Whoa.
Yeah, wild, right? Especially since Perplexity itself is valued at, $18 billion? And get this.
The timing.
Exactly. A U.S. judge is literally deciding if Google should be forced to sell Chrome because of antitrust concerns.
Right. So this isn't just about buying a browser. It's a very strategic, very public signal to that judge.
How so?
Well, they're basically saying, hey, look, there's a serious buyer right here. If you do decide to break Google up, it puts a concrete value on Chrome, potentially making a forced sale seem more feasible for the court.
Ah, okay. Clever. So sticking with tech titans battling it out. Sam Altman, the Sam Altman, apparently backing a competitor to Elon Musk's Neuralink. It's called Merge Labs.
Yes, Merge Labs.
Yeah.
Reported $850 million valuation, stepping right into the brain-computer interface ring.
Against Neuralink, which is already in human trials, helping people with paralysis control things with their thoughts.
It really highlights the intense competition driving things forward in this area. I mean, it's about fundamentally changing human capabilities.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating that it's the private sector pushing these boundaries, stuff that used to be pure sci-fi. Who gets there safely first? That's the race.
Okay, shifting gears a bit, away from corporate chess towards science and some big ethical questions.
Okay.
Pre-implantation genetic testing, PGT, it's used during IVF, right? To get genetic info from embryos before implantation. Low risk, apparently.
Right. But it's crucial to understand what it is and isn't. PGT is a screening tool. It looks for specific things, like common chromosome issues or known single-gene disorders.
So not a guarantee.
Exactly. It's not a perfect diagnosis. It provides information to help make decisions, reduce certain risks maybe, but it's not about designing a baby, which is often how it gets misunderstood.
Gotcha. Okay, from the microscopic to the orbital, AST space mobile.
Ah, yes, the satellite broadband race.
They're planning, 45 to 60 satellites by 2026 to take on SpaceX in cellular broadband, aiming for big markets like the U.S., Europe, Japan.
Right.
45 to 60 satellites. When SpaceX has, over 8,000 up there, feels a bit like a, David and Goliath situation.
Well, yes and no. It looks that way number-wise, but AST's whole approach is different.
How so?
They're building these massive satellites designed to connect directly to standard, unmodified cell phones, like turning the sky into a cell tower. SpaceX Starlink usually needs that special terminal on the ground.
Okay, interesting.
So it's less about matching the sheer number of satellites and more about a fundamentally different tech strategy for global connection. Different paths to dominance.
All right, let's talk AI. Because there feels like a growing gap between the hype and what we're actually seeing.
The AGI disenchantment? Yeah, I've heard that term.
Right. This idea that maybe true human-level AI isn't quite around the corner like some predicted. LLMs seem to have hit a bit of a wall. Releases feel underwhelming sometimes, despite huge money pouring in. The industry needs stuff that's genuinely useful, not just bigger chatbots, wouldn't you say?
I absolutely would. It feels like a moment to maybe reset expectations a bit. We need to separate real progress from, the marketing buzz. Are we chasing AGI too hard or just not using current AI, right?
And speaking of AI moves, OpenAI, this burning the boats strategy with GPT-5.
Oh, yeah, that was something.
Releasing it with coding skills like Anthropic's Claude, but the kicker, way, way cheaper, like $10 per $1 million tokens.
Which basically forced everyone using AI for coding to switch overnight, right?
Pretty much. It kind of just nuked the existing AI coding market. But isn't there a risk there? Squeezing out smaller innovators who just can't compete on price?
That's absolutely the risk, and probably part of the strategy. It shows OpenAI is willing to disrupt, maybe even dominate an entire market segment. It makes it almost impossible for some competitors to survive in that space. Very aggressive.
And one kind of funny, maybe ironic side effect of all this advanced AI,
Go on.
In-person job interviews are making a comeback. Companies are worried about candidates cheating with AI tools during remote interviews. Guess my pajama interview days are numbered, huh?
Perhaps. But seriously, it shows how tech advancements sometimes push us back to older methods. Companies need ways to verify skills when AI can mimic so much. It's about authenticity.
So, wow. We've definitely jumped around the tech landscape today. Aggressive business plays, deep science, AI reality checks.
Yeah, it's clear things move fast, but there are always consequences, always context.
Wrapping up this session for maybe the vocal technologist listeners today, it's clear innovation doesn't sleep, but it's complex.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Seeing all these intense shifts, this fierce competition, does it always push us forward? Or could that very competition sometimes throw up unexpected roadblocks for the amazing tech we're all hoping for? Something to think about.
Definitely something to chew on. Thanks, everyone, for exploring with us today. Keep thinking, keep questioning.
Spoken Tech for your ears.